Hey everybody, I got out to the garden and was able to get a few things done. I was able to harvest the tomatoes, pull in the tomatoes, get some okra and cucumbers out. So far this year my garden's doing pretty good. My lettuce has done turned to seed, so I'm going to pull it up. But I say it started raining, so I decided to come in. Do another video and show you one of the other projects that I worked on while it was raining all week last week. And when you see this, you're really going to think, boy, he was bored. But anyway, when we got a lull in the rain, I went out to the workshop or the building and got me a piece of scrap 2x4 and some scrap dowels and everything. I'd been watching videos almost day in day out and started getting in knot tying. Of course, I've always enjoyed knot tying. Let me pull this in. Knot tying is always something fun to do when you're just sitting around bored. I even like doing it whenever we're around the campfire. You know, if somebody's got some kind of special knot to use. Oh, sorry about that. The tripod tipped over on me. I reckon from moving it around. But anyway, I just enjoy knot tying, so I'm gonna show you what I did. Let me show you this first. This is something that I've had for years and years that I've always used to clean my guns with. Y'all might have seen it already once. This is some boards I put together. Let me put you back up here real quick. And reckon you can see it now. But what it is, it's just a board that I use to clean my guns with. These right here, these handles are off of ATV. They're ATV gun holders is what they are. But I always put this whenever I'm cleaning my gun or whatever, the barrel of it, or taking out the bolt and everything. I set everything up in here according to how I break it open. Of course, I have to use this rubber band here to adjust where the forearm is, or the front stock is. And then just set this down, set my butt stock down in here. Works pretty good. Of course, I grooved out an area right here to keep my cleaning rods and stuff as I'm cleaning. But anyway, I was using this for tying knots, but if you notice, these are kind of limber here, so when you tie anything that's a cinch knot or anything like that, these move quite a bit. Plus, I wanted more options for different kinds of knots. So let's get into what I made. Let's say y'all gonna say, boy, he was bored. So I say we did get a few hours lull here and there of rain. So I went out to the building, got me a piece of scrap 2x4 and some scrap dowels and stuff like that. And let me pull this off first. So I made this board, I took some Forstner bits and maybe some holes in my board and everything so I could set different dowels down in. Got one here I got cut something like a tent stake. Got a couple right here that I can just use for doing different types. Some of them are pretty tight, some of them are loose, and just another dowel down here that I can use for tying like clove hitches and everything. On the end here, of course, I do have an eye bolt or eye screw right here. That way I can practice using, like, doing fisherman knots and everything. And this one right here, I think this is a double fisherman's knot here. Like I say, most of these I've been doing for YouTube. I've always known all the basic knots and everything, but when some of these guys show some real elaborate knots, I really like practicing them. Okay, then let me show you. Let me get these out real quick. Now on this dowel here, let me pull these ropes off. This dowel here, on each one of these ends right here, I put small dowels in so I can use the stops right here, and I put them down in there. And then I got this longer, bigger dowel, as you see right here. I put holes in it, so in that way I can set this down in here. The main reason why I got these set up like this is so in that way I can do the different knots across the pole, for like if I'm doing like ridge lines or anything like that, doing a ridge pole and putting in say Persik nuts or whatever. And also so I can use, you know, as you notice the cross, I can practice my different lashings, like square lashings and all that. But yeah, as you notice, I still got some knots tied here, different types and everything. But that's about it. Like I say, I was pretty bored, and got it so, like I say, set up so I can practice all kind of knots. These right here, I think I'm actually gonna I think glue these into the board. Reason being is because I usually do this in the living room when I'm watching TV, YouTube on TV, and whenever I'm doing it, you'll notice this pulls out, or these will pull out. So I think I'm gonna actually glue the two main ones down into the board. You notice this drops up and down as I'm taking it up and down. You notice this one, they'll come out or they'll start moving around, and it's hard to get them adjusted because they'll start tightening on each other. They'll wedge each other. So I think I'm gonna glue these two down right here. But anyway, that was another video, another showing you what I've been doing. You know, if y'all got some other ideas for different types of poster or say other types of fixtures I can put on this board and help me out, you know, it's just something to do. You know, I'm sure y'all are the same way. Y'all get bored sitting around and you enjoy practicing knots. This is one way of practicing knots while you're in the house. So anyway, let me show you this real quick. I picked this up last week. I'm gonna try my hand at spooning, or doing spoons and doing noggins, or I think they call them kapilskas, but I've always called them noggins. And so got me a crooked knife here, a spoon knife. Tried to dig me out some noggins and stuff. I think if you've seen my video on my war clubs and stuff like that, when some of those limbs get into knots, I can actually try to dig them out. Okay, and that's it for this video. Y'all take care. It's still raining outside, thundering and stuff. So I've started working on another project. I started working on a pocket fishing kit, I should say. And I'll get it done. When I get it done, I'll make a video of that and show you that. Okay. Anyway, y'all take care. Have a great evening. Well, maybe it quit raining for a few more days and I'll be able to get out and do something. But y'all take care. And have a good evening.